Hey guys, Fat Preacher Man here, and this is actually a abridged version of one of my more famous videos. I have this up on two different pages, and this is all about how I fixed the yellow light of death on my PS3. This is a temporary fix. So, as you can see in the video right here, we're showing you that this PS3, one of the old fat 60 gigs, the original model, has the blinking red light or the yellow light of death, whatever you want to call it. My system was dead and my heart was broken. I sat there in tears and trembling. But there was a way out of this pit of despair and darkness, and it was with my wife's hairdryer. Yes, a hairdryer. Again, if you want to see the whole video with non-stop, unedited, uncut, check it out in the links below. And I'll put a pop-up here real quick. Boop. There you go. Which makes it very difficult. Now, one thing I would do is pop open this side hatch real quick, and I'm going to take out the hard drive itself, because the heat that we're going to put into this is going to be dangerous. And this is all you have to do. Pop off that side hatch. There's a little blue screw that comes out just like that. You need little teeny Phillips. And then you slide it back, and it slides out. And that's your hard drive right there. And this is an original 60 gig. Turn it over. That's really all you have to do to set up. And you will need a hairdryer. Okay, so instead of just having you listen or have nothing going on while I'm doing the hair drying, which is pre-recorded, I'm going to voice over some of the most commonly asked questions I get about this. After people doing it or about to do it, curious about it. One of the main questions is, how long does it last? This, as I said before, this is not a permanent fix. The whole reason I did it is because I had a disc stuck in my PS3, a Blu-ray disc, and I wanted my data off, because I've dealt with Sony before when I had a problem, and if you send your system in, you will not get the same system back, and if you do, your hard drive will be formatted and all your data, your precious data, will be gone. So therefore, I needed to back up my data, and I need to get my disc out. So this was, to me, the most easiest way to do it, because I was just afraid to take it apart and lose a screw or misplace something. But you can do that. And if you do, I recommend a guy named Gil Sky. And I'll put his link below. And a little pop-up here for you. So it's not permanent. I did mine. Mine lasted more than 5 days each, and then I got rid of them. I sent one off to Sony. They traded me a Slim for $90. The other one I traded in at GameStop, and I used that to get a Slim. So I have two Slims now. But well, not actually, because then I traded the other Slim in, and I sold the other Slim, and I got a Super Slim. But anyway, that's off the subject. Next frequently asked question. Actually, I didn't finish the first one. How long does it last? Again, mine lasted till I got rid of it. But others have reported, hundreds of others have reported, various times, and I have no definite answer. It can last, if it works at all, it can last for minutes, it can last for days, it can last for months. It all depends upon your system, how far gone it is. So it's not permanent. I would get the data off of there and get yourself another system, because there's just a basic design flaw in the fat PS3s. As much as I hate to say it, it was a beautiful machine. It lasted me 4 or 5 years, but it was just a flawed system. It was too much in there and not enough cooling power. The CPU chipset was too big, and it just couldn't work. Anyway, so get yourself a Slim and save the headache. Do you have to remove, the next question, do you have to remove the HDD, the hard drive? No. Plenty of people have not done it, forgot to do it. I did it because, again, one of the main reasons I was doing this was to save my data, and I am paranoid, didn't want to take the chance. And I've changed a hard drive before, so I was very familiar with it. And if you get stuck with that stupid blue screw, take a pair of vice grip pliers, snap it on there, and loosen it. Otherwise than that, that's all I can tell you about the blue screw. Many of them are fine. They come right out. Then some blue screws are like little blue screws of death, little blue demon screws. I don't know what to tell you. Another question that comes up relating back to the first one, people say, well, I tried it and it only lasted for a few moments. Or I tried it and it didn't work at all. To that I say, some people have reported that same thing, but then they've gone back and tried it again multiple times. One guy had to do it 4 times for it to get them to last for a few hours. Some people get it on the second try. So you can either try it again or move on to a different method. But if you really want that data, you either take it to a computer repair shop locally, because they're not going to format your hard drive, or repair it yourself. If you send it off to Sony, you can say goodbye to the data. If that doesn't matter, then Sony's always an option. And taking out the hard drive will not void your warranty. And if you do this without melting it, it won't void your warranty. And it shouldn't melt it. Mine didn't melt. I'll show you at the end of the video. And many, I don't know what kind of hairdryer it would be to melt the hard plastic casing of a PS3. But I haven't ever seen it happen as many times as I've done this. I'll be back in a second after this. Hold on. Yay, 15 wonderful minutes of heating your PS3, which just seems kind of ironic because the heat is what actually broke it down. So now, like I said, on here there's a button I just flipped to cool, and I'll do the same thing but for 20 minutes to cool it down. And I don't know if you noticed during the video or if you skipped, but I was going back and forth to distribute the heat because I had read about other people trying to do this and it melting something, but this is my second time doing it, and I haven't had that happen. As you can see, there's nothing melted. Looks the same. The system itself is very hot to the touch. If you put your hand on it now, it's very, very hot. So now, like I said, we keep it upside down, and you switch it to cool, and you cool it for 20 minutes. Okay, so again, one of the other questions that comes up, how long do you heat it for? There, I said it in case anybody missed it. It's 15 minutes of heating, and then it will be 20 minutes of cooling. And then, again, another question that came up quite a few times, which I was surprised, is which do you do first? You heat it first, and then you cool it down. And the whole purpose is basically like a cheap man or a lazy man's reflow or reball. You're not opening the system. You're not applying direct heat. You're hoping that the heat trapped within the system is enough to do it. Another question, and I hope I kind of answered it, was that, well, what if I have a disc stuck inside? Like I said, I did it because I had a disc stuck inside. And Blu-rays are actually extra hard coated, so they're extra durable. So even if it was going to hurt it, if you have a Blu-ray stuck in there, it shouldn't hurt it. Again, it's a hair dryer. It's not a direct heat gun, and you're not applying it directly into the Blu-ray drive, so it should be fine. What about success rates? How many people, that's another question, how many people does this work for? If I was to mathematically calculate it, I'd say it's about 75% of the people report success. And if you look at the likes versus dislikes, you can see that for yourself. More people have reported successes than failures. Some people say, well, there's other videos on the web like this, on the YouTube, and some people use a box. Should I use a box? That's up to you. I did it twice, didn't use a box either time, and I succeeded. So that's up to you. You can try it with a box or not. They say the logic behind that is it helps trap the heat. So maybe it is a good idea. Don't know. If you try it that way, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below, video response. Some people put a sweater or a towel over top of it. Again, the idea is to trap the heat in, is what they're saying. I didn't do that, as you can see in the video, and I had success. And again, if you think that this is edited in any way, you're right, it is, because I'm fast forwarding through the boring crap and talking to you, giving you some information. But you can see the whole unedited video on my channel. Like I said, links below, and whatnot. Why are you doing it upside down? Again, because the solder, it helps apply pressure. So I just did it upside down. Do you have to? I think so, but I'm not sure. If you do it the other way and it works, let me know. What if your hair dryer doesn't have a cool setting? Because mine actually, like I tell you a minute ago, it actually has a cool setting. I hit the cool switch and I do it manually like this. Other guys have used a box fan. They set it up with a big fan just blowing on it, leave it. A couple guys put it in the fridge for about an hour. And I've recommended, if you can't do either of those, maybe your fridge is full, don't have a box fan, don't have a ceiling fan, whatever, just let it sit. It needs to cool because the solder, the connective paste, it needs to sit and re-solidify. So I'd leave it alone for a couple hours. Don't touch it, don't move it, just let it sit and cool down. Let's see what else. Success rate, how long do you heat for? Okay, so other questions. What do I do now? Again, like I said, I personally got rid of my system, saved my data, did a backup restore, did a system transfer, save to USB, whatever you got to do. If you have another system, the best option is system transfer. It'll move everything over. You'll get everything at once. It's the best option. You cannot take the hard drive out and pop it in another system. Will not work. If you want that information on there, you got to get it off of there. So either you can save some stuff to the PSN cloud if you have the PS Plus. You can move some stuff to USB. The stuff that can't be moved to USB, like some Mass Effect 2 saves, those can be moved to the cloud. And then once you get a new system, you can restore from there. You can download it. And again, we have videos for doing transfers. We have videos for doing the backup restore, which in this case, if you are going to send it to Sony just for a more permanent fix, you might want to do backup restore. Because if they do send you the same system, which I don't think they will, because I've never gotten the same system back, you can do a restore in case they do wipe your hard drive. And we also have a video which, if you're trying to keep your FAT60, which I wish I could have, we have one call about stopping the yellow light of death, or stopping the blinking red light, whatever you want to call it, because that yellow light is hard to see, so some people don't even notice it. But whatever you want to call it, I give you the top 10 hints, clues, tricks that I use for my system to try to stop it from crashing again, from overheating and becoming just another pile of pretty junk. Again, so that's it. That's the commentary for this. About to finish this up. If you have any questions, please hit me up in the comment section below. Check out our other videos. We'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. We got all sorts of videos on the channel. Hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on Facebook, on Twitter. I am Fat Preacher Man. Jesus bless you and good gaming. 17 minutes of pure hair dryer pleasure. All done. Now, what we're going to do, put the hard drive back in. Again, it just slides in, and then it slides back, and it snaps into place. Then you got the little teeny blue screw. Just lightly screw it in, don't have to do it hard. Especially if you're ever interested in upgrading the hard drive, if you keep your PS3. Now, put the cover back in place. Gently turn the baby back over. Reattach the power cord. Why not? Okay, switch it back on. And there we go. Let me zoom in on that for you so you can see. No blinking, no shutting off. She is good. Now again,